It is this time of the year where everyone feels overwhelmed. I want to share with you 10 simple tips that you can apply starting from today, which will help you to funnel your time and effort on what really matters when you're preparing for your IAL chemistry exams. I'll rank these tips from very helpful at the beginning to top grade changing at the end. Let's start with what would save you a lot of time. Do not treat all topics equally. If you've seen the latest Unit 2 chemistry exams, you realize that examiners put way more weight on three topics. These are halogenoalkanes, alcohols, and energetics. This is nearly more than 50% of your exam. Not only that, those same topics are examined heavily in Unit 3. This makes studying those three topics extremely rewarding. So, get these topics done before everything else. Tip number 2. In case you have already finished the Unit 1 exam, I want you to revise the following topics: organic chemistry, stoichiometry, and molecular shapes. They are usually tested in both Unit 2 and Unit 3. Now, in case you feel that you still remember these topics, then you can simply revise them while you're solving full past papers. Tip number 3. Spend time memorizing all definitions related to enthalpy changes, such as combustion and neutralization. These will help you to tackle many multiple choice questions. Also, they appear as standalone questions where you will write these definitions word for word. Tip number 4. There are certain small topics that examiners love to test. You need to learn them in depth. I'm talking here about thermal decomposition, redox reaction of halogens, and oxidation of alcohols. There is hardly any exam paper that doesn't have at least one or two questions related to these. They should be your top priorities once you're done with the high yield topics I told you about at the beginning. Tip number 5. The written long 6-mark essay questions. These require special attention. Before you start solving full past paper, spend time learning how to get all of those 6 marks out of the mark scheme. Otherwise, you'll find yourself pausing every time you solve a full exam. Train yourself to write in what I call the CEE format. This is cause, effect, and explanation. Support your answer with key terms and chemical equations where needed. You can turn these questions into guaranteed marks once you understand their structure. Now, before we get to the more important tips, I am running a crash course to study both Unit 2 and 3 for both biology and chemistry. If you would like to join, find the link in the description below. Tip number 6. Solve all exam papers from 2019 onwards. If you don't have enough time, then at least solve from 2023. No matter what, you must reach this stage early enough. Don't leave full exam solving until the end. Here I want to stress on something very important. This is what separates average from top students. Those who score full EMS do not just solve past papers. They study their mistakes deeply. Everyone can get an MCQ right, sometimes without understanding, but only top students track their mistakes. They revisit the same topics, they redo similar questions until those mistakes become their strengths. On the other hand, some students treat past papers as a checklist. They just want to get it out of the way. Now I want you to listen very carefully. I'll be sharing with you 3 ways to improve your grades significantly. First is about the way you approach the exam paper. I have coached several students who struggled with exam pacing. We did manage to improve the score significantly by starting from the written section. The multiple choice questions are time consuming and less rewarding in terms of time to score ratio. The next time you solve a full exam, try this way and see if it works for you. Tip number 9 could literally cut your revision time in half, and here is exactly how you can do it. Every time you check your answer, highlight your mistakes in 3 colors. Green for silly mistakes that you already know, yellow for errors that require future revision, and red for questions that you don't understand and you need an immediate review. Once you're done with this, you will turn every past paper into a custom study guide that you will thank yourself for right before the exam. The final tip, and perhaps the most important one, is to have a realistic plan for the weeks before the exam. with clear daily targets and weekly goals. After more than 20 years of teaching, I can confidently tell you that students who have a clear plan on their calendar rather than just a countdown until the exam date are the ones who are far more likely to get better results. I hope that this was helpful and I wish you all best of luck for your exams.